Namaste one and all, you beautiful cosmic surfers. I am Cain, and if I am able, I'm here to assist. Ego compromise. Just as with training a puppy, it learns through rewards. You give a puppy an instruction, it follows it, you give it a treat as a reward, right? And just as with a child misbehaving, if you tell a child off, shout at it, tell it what to do, it will become angry at being told what to do. Most likely, the child will dig its heels in and misbehave further. If you watch a child misbehaving, it realises it's being watched, knows that it should not be doing what it is doing, and stops, at least whilst you watch it. This is how I treat my ego. To start with, you separate from it. It is not you, it is part of you. You watch it. When it realises it's being watched, it lets go of control and allows you to take back control. And you reward it. I have made sure my ego knows I love it. I embrace it as part of me. Yet over time, I have watched it enough that each time it slowly lessens its need for control. The same way the system is set up that we live in, we are given the illusion of control. We believe we're in control of our lives and what we do. In truth, we're all slaves to the system, living within the matrix they have created. But we believe we have control, so we do not rebel against the system. The same can be done with the ego. Let the ego know it has control as and when you allow it, right? Sit, have a conversation with your ego, right? I need to focus on X, Y, or Z at these particular times of the day. These particular times of the day, you have free rein to do whatever and think whatever you will. Do not judge those thoughts, do not attach to those thoughts. Watch them, question why, and they will be there to assist you in growth and removing yet another layer of that ego. The ego's food supply is conscious thought, conscious energy, right? Anytime the ego is thinking of anything other than being in the now is when it is in the driving seat. Anytime you're thinking of the past, anytime you're thinking of the future, this is ego. Anytime you're in the now is not ego. I've done different videos on the ego and being like a naughty child, but for this I just wanted to share a recent experience, right? So I got in the bath a little while ago and my ego went, let's do some memos, let's write some video notes down, let's do this, let's do that. Because my ego has now attached itself to me wanting to assist others. This is the image which my ego knows I would accept, so it disguises itself. That way it can still frantically run around getting me to do this and that. I need to do this, I need to do that, I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. This is still the ego, but it has disguised itself yet again. I said, no, I don't want to do that, I want to meditate. And I could literally feel the difference in vibration between these two voices within me. My ego quite calmly said, okay, and that was that. No, what if you don't get it done? What if you're not good enough? What if this, what if that? It allowed me to meditate. My ego used to be petrified of this and do anything it could to prevent me from doing this. Because during meditation, we fully disconnect from our ego. We fully exist in the now. This scares the ego. Yet my ego now allows it because it knows I love it, I accept it, and I will always give it the food it requires through conscious thought for it to continue to exist, for it to continue to be part of me. Right? So imagine you take your child to the sweet shop. You don't tell your child, no, you're not having any sweets, because it will get upset, it will kick off, misbehave, and be sad, right? And then it will play up, trying to get attention, trying to get energy from you. You'd go to the sweet shop, you'd buy some sweets, and you'd give your child some sweets now, save some for later. You wouldn't give your child free rein in the shop to run riot and eat all the sweets. You'd limit the sweets it could have, but make sure it knows that it is good enough to have sweets, that you love it and you want to provide it with what it wants, right? Trying to get rid of the ego. No ego, I don't want you, I'm trying to kill you, I'm trying to get rid of you. The ego is going to do all it can to hang on, to put as many different layers of illusion over you as possible, to trick you into believing that it's gone, when in fact it is still there, wearing a different mask, a different disguise. Allowing the ego to know it is part of you and will always be part of you. You can go through journeys of lessening its food supply. So it starts off needing this much energy, and over time, as long as it knows it is loved and accepted, each layer you remove, it can be reduced in its need for food supply. It knows it is loved, it knows it is accepted, until it gets to a point where it needs very minimal energy, very minimal conscious thought to survive and to be satisfied with what it is receiving. Every relationship we have is based on compromise. And back to the system. We compromise with the system compromises with us. Give a little, get a little, right? But just make sure you're getting more than you give from your ego. This is the way the government works. It gets more than it gives. It keeps us in an illusion that it does not, that it is there to serve. But without the people at the top would have nobody to support them. Anyway, that again is for another video. This is about ego compromise. And all it is knowing, making sure your ego knows that you're not getting rid of it. You accept it, but you compromise with who is in control of your thought process at any given time. You bring your ego on side, and then you can both go in the same direction. The ego knows it is loved and accepted and will try to help you. It is there to help you, it is there to protect you. But through the ways we are raised, we're told to be separate, we're shown fear-based media, we're shown this and that. Everything we're shown brings us into ourselves, makes us scared of the external. And we cower and try to hide. The ego then comes up, wants to protect us, keep everybody away. It takes a lot of work, a lot of watching, and a lot of conscious redirecting of energy to break out of this. But it can be done. And just with a child, you are in charge. Again, I've done another video about always giving my boys the choice. They know everything in life is their choice, and I will make sure, above all else, they know that, because choice is the most powerful thing we have, right? But most people control their children. They tell them what to do, and they're in charge, as the government is with us, and as you must be with your ego. But just as with a child is more likely to comply and happily do as you ask it if it knows you're asking it for a beneficial reason, if it knows you love it and accept it and want the best for it as well as yourself. Not shouting at it, putting it down, telling it it's stupid, trying to get rid of it, trying to keep it quiet, right? Give your ego the voice it requires the voice it deserves as part of you. Let it know you love it for the job it does for you, but that you are in the driving seat and you take control, giving it free will when you choose to. All is choice, and all is your choice and in your hands. Hope this helps as always. Until next time.